What does it mean to be healthy? What are your health goals? My health goals are to not ever need anything and to be in a state of love all of the time, 100%, and to see myself in everything that I look at. And that's the state that I'm in right now. But it can always get deeper. Everything, anything that we focus on is like a rabbit hole that goes on forever. There are always higher levels. And so it's a matter of choosing the frequency that you want to be on and the path that you want to be on. And mine is a frequency of love, ever expanding vitality and tranquility. So, at the center of my being is my heart, and it's calling for me to make this video to share with my brothers and sisters on what I know, for we truly know nothing. But now, what am I channeling from the heart that I know about health to assist others? Well, it begins with the heart. Everything starts and ends with the heart. Our heart produces an electromagnetic field. This has been proven. You can Google it. Maybe Google the Heart Math Institute as well. They've done a lot of cool experiments with it. But it generates an electromagnetic frequency that is 7 to 20 feet, I think is what I've read. It's huge, but that's basically what the aura is and how our energy interacts with other people. This is a recent finding within the last couple years or so. And what also has been proven, Dan Winters did a lot of research on this, is that our brain frequency and the emotional state that we're in affects the frequency of the oscillations of our heart's electromagnetic field, which as it expands beyond our bodies, it pierces and goes through all of our cells and unravels all of our DNA. And when we're at the highest emotional state, which is bliss, which is love, which is unconditional love, another word for it is gratitude, it affects the DNA differently. It unlocks parts of our DNA that weren't getting unlocked before, and it creates potential for a new kind of human evolution. And it also affects the pH balance, the potential for hydrogen in our body, balancing it and bringing us back to a disease-free and self-healing state. So gratitude is where everything starts and ends with. When we produce that field of gratitude, it's biomagnetically affecting our physiology the longer we stay in that state. Now, when it comes to pH, I don't know if you took chemistry, but there's a pH meter, and it's kind of like the litmus test, and it has a rainbow on it, and numbers on it. 0 is acidic, 14 is alkaline. Those are the extremes. The middle is 7. The human body functions at its best and in a disease-free state with zero potential for disease or chronic pain. Fact, at between 7.2 and 7.4 pH, something around there. And that on the meter is green, the color green, which is also the color for the heart chakra. How just beautiful is that the heart is where everything comes into balance. Our heart is the center of our beings, and that's where the most energy is. It should feel like a balloon that's swelling in a good way. And the food, everything that we take in affects our pH balance. And in this American Babylonian culture, pretty much everything that we're consuming is acidic. Tap water, it's like a 5.6. That's scary acidic. Then we're having meat, cheese, dairy products, wheat products. All this stuff is acidic. So that's bringing down our frequency, and it's affecting the oscillation of our heart's magnetic field and the whole magnetic field that our body gives off. We have individual biomagnetic pairs all over the body, and that's why certain parts can be injured while other parts are functioning well. But overall, we have a frequency that affects it, and that's just your overall pH. So shift to alkaline. I'm sure you've heard of alkaline diets, and raw vegan is the way to start, because as long as you're eating raw vegan, you know that nothing that you're putting in your body is bringing you down to an acidic pH. Disease can only be produced when you're not in a balanced alkaline side of the spectrum. So if you're acidic, you're open to disease. So there's new research proving and showing that germs cannot affect you. Germs, viruses, bacteria, these things are not to be worried about if you're in a balanced pH. They're only for if you're acidic. If you're sick, that's when you're inviting them in, and that's when they can hurt you. It's magnificent new forms of information that we're getting. So stop worrying about carbs and calories and protein, because protein is amino acids. That's not what you want. There's new research showing that protein counteracts the absorption of vital minerals into the body. Vitamins stands for vital minerals, and our body needs around, I don't remember the specific number, I believe it's 126 different minerals to function. It's an electric body, and that is what conducts the current throughout the body. The iron gets the oxygen to the brain. Anemia is because you're not getting enough iron. And if you have all the minerals in your body, then it needs nothing else. It won't need to eat. That's where these liquidarian and breatharian lifestyles stem from, having all of the minerals that the body needs. And that's rare, because the food that we eat in America, even if you're a raw vegan, it's so convoluted. You don't really know where everything's coming from. So it's tricky if you're shopping at a grocery store. Do you really want to do the research of what kind of soil it came from, and if it really has the nutrients? Because bananas, they'll say they got the potassium, they got this. But not all bananas are created equal. They're cultivars. They're cultivated by man. So I get minerals in the most dense form that I know how from sources that I know and that I trust. And that's why I like websites like Etsy.com, where I can order from individual vendors, organic vendors, non-GMO vendors, who are into positive vibrations. And I will order herbs like dandelion root, which is just packed full of minerals. Burdock, packed full of minerals, especially iron. Sarsaparilla, yellow dock, red clover. That's basically the fundamentals of all that you could need to be functioning properly. Those will simultaneously detox you and provide you with the minerals that you need. And your body will increasingly feel better and better as you purge that mucus. Mucus is a sign of an acidic pH, and mucus is what the body needs to get sick, and it's the breeding ground for bad bacteria, viruses, and parasites. When you have all the minerals that your body needs, it can produce its own protein. It can build it itself. It's an electric body. Your body is a nuclear reactor. It's the most advanced technology in the universe. So start treating it like it is, and start meditating and feeling the energy in your body. Life is so much simpler, and I reached that peak. I hit that peak of nirvana, and I was like, donuts. I haven't had sugar in over 2 years. I want to try donuts. Let's live life and play the game. And it was fun, but it's just not worth it. It's not worth it. There is so much bliss inside of you. Health is inside of you. And it's a matter of peeling off the layers of sickness and everything that isn't you and everything that isn't health and energy and vibration. And removing all of that dead weight for the health to come through. There's a new science called biomagnetism, which is using magnets to balance the pH in the body, allowing it to heal from virtually anything on its own. I love you, and I want the best for you. Fasting allows the